Hey everybody, this is Miss K and welcome to Miss K on Postal. I hope you're having a happy motherfucking Monday. I know I'm having a busy Monday. I came in here, looked like shit exploded all over the goddamn place like confetti. Been humping since I got here, child. I'm gonna be tired when I leave here sometime in the morning, whatever. But I hope for you guys, you're busy too. Hopefully you're gonna get some overtime because remember, this is the last week, baby. This is the last motherfucking week. And you know what? This shit is ghetto. It's really ghetto. Oh God, I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of peak. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's ghetto. I'm tired of it. But remember, we're here to make this money as always because we got bills. Now, I come to you today to revisit something that I had spoke about before, and a couple of y'all keep giving me messages and saying, "Hey, Miss K, can you go over again about being an FTF? I need some, better clarification because some of you guys are probably going to get converted soon, and you really, really, really want me to go over it again." Now, I could be a dick and say, "Hey, I made a video about this. Go watch the last couple of damn videos when I talked about it, okay?" But I won't do that. It's the holiday season. It's time for giving, and I'm going to give until it hurt, baby. Give it as long as you can take it. All right. Okay. So listen. Now, for you guys who are MHAs who are going to get converted to FTFs, remember that's called full-time flex, right? So a full-time flex pretty much is a glorified MHA, right? Technically is how we used to have what we call PTFs, which were called part-time flex. Now, in some facilities, you still have PTFs. In my facility, we do not have them. The only PTFs that we do have were drivers, MVS for transportation. Clerks, mail handlers, we don't have any PTFs. They've been got rid of that. So technically, that's what that is. A full-time flex is what it is. You're full-time and you flex. Now, don't get it misunderstood. You are still considered a career employee, okay? So you are a career employee with full career benefits, right? So when you get converted, you are a career employee. You're no longer a mail handler assistant, but your status is an FTF. Now, how they put it in the system, I do not know because I haven't seen it. I would have to ask to verify, but you still a career employee. It does not matter. So when you get converted, you get the same benefit offerings to you that you would have as a regular. Meaning, if you became a full-time flex in January, that means that you can change your insurance because that's considered a change of employment. So they open it up specifically for you guys who are going to get converted, and you can change. You will no longer have MHA insurance, which is very limited. I think you guys only have one medical plan, one vision plan, one dental. When you become a career employee, you get a plethora of things to choose from as far as whatever plans you want. You can get, but you still could get when you're MHA. You could get work, what they call it, short and long-term disability, all the other stuff. But you get all your full benefits. Also, you still would get whatever annual leave is allotted to you. So when you become a full-time flex, about maybe a month or so, they will load up you'll see in your pay where you'll have annual leave and they'll load you up. So depending on when you come in that quarter, depending on what you're allotted, so maybe it's 90 hours of vacation, which is like what, 2.5 weeks or something like that, 96 hours, whatever the base is that you get, because I don't know what the hell I get. I burn that shit. Don't matter to me. They will put it in your bank. If you come in the middle of the year, they calculate, they prorate it, and they give you the rest. Okay, so you still get benefits, you get annual, you still earn sick. Now remember, now that you are a regular career employee, you earn sick a little bit more than you would as an MHA. But remember, the sick rolls over. You can only keep 500. No, I think we went back to 440 to roll over for the next year. But most of y'all ain't finna keep that. Because ain't no fucking way. Them old timers be doing that shit. You know us young folk, we ain't got time. Tell me I got 0.25 available. I will burn that bitch because I don't want to be in here. Real talk. Anyway, so going back to being an FTF, this means that when you're converted, you now go into the mail handlers seniority list. Because at every facility, you have a mail handlers list and you have an MHA list. So you will come off the MHA list and you will go into the mail handlers list. So if the next person in line is 155, baby, you're going to be 156. It just depends on where you are in the seniority when you got converted as an MHA and then where you go on the mail handler list. Now, let me clarify something for you guys because I know some of y'all are really fucking confused about you becoming a full-time flex and if you have a bid or not. Let me tell you this. Technically, you do not have a bid. Now, what they will do is they create a bid for you. Technically, you are an unassigned regular, which means you weren't given the choice to pull a bid, which normally happens when you become a regular. When I became a regular, I had a choice of bids I can choose from based on my seniority when I became a regular, because we had residual bids available. Because so many of y'all are being converted to full-time flex, there are no residual bids, not that many. So they are making bids for you guys, an unassigned regular bid. Now, they may come to you and say, hey, you're going to be on tour 2, your time is 7 to 3:30, and you're going to work flat sorter. And these are your days off. That is not your bid. That is what they gave you. So this means that if you don't bid at all, period, and a residual bid comes down the pike and you're number 1 and that bid is on tour 1 and you don't want to go to tour 1, you ain't got no choice. You got no choice. You're going to have to go to tour 1 because that's a residual bid. So understand this, as an FTF, you can bid, and you should, Miss K telling y'all, you should bid. You need to bid on the bid, because you being an FTF is leaving you open to get any residual bid they may decide to throw on your ass later down the line. Now, if you're like me at my facility, we barely have any real ass bids anymore. Those of us who are holding bids, like myself, some of our bids are being abolished, like myself, and some of these bids, they're abolishing them and changing the times or changing what unit that it is, because they're encompassing more than one unit. So you may have open unit for whatever. So you guys who are FTF, full-time flex, you are given an assignment. That's pretty much what it is, an assignment where you will go work. But you can be moved at any time because you do not have a set bid. Like my bid is 010. That's why I go every goddamn day, unless it's after overtime or before to overtime. And Miss K don't do them before to overtime. I barely can get here on regular time. Fuck that shit. But that's a bid that I have. I bidded on that. I won it due to my seniority. That's what I have. That's what it says. For you guys who are full-time flex and they're creating, so management is creating bids where they see need for you to work in a certain area. If they need you for the platform, if they need you for the bundle sorter, but that's not your bid. Don't get stuck on stupid. You can be moved out of that. If they feel they need you to go somewhere else, they can. If they feel that that bid needs to be, or that assignment they created for you is no longer viable, they can create another assignment for you and put you somewhere else. Or if a residual bid comes down, or several residual bids, you will be given a residual bid based on your seniority of how you got converted as an MHA to a regular career employee. Do y'all get it? Seriously, y'all overthinking it too much. Stop overthinking it. You are now a career employee. That's all that matters. But what you guys need to understand and you need to do is you need to make sure that you try to get a bid to solidify the fact that you're no longer a full-time flex. Because anything can happen and they may decide that, hey, they got a bunch of openings and they need people on tour 1 and y'all full-time flex. And you number 1 and your friend number 2 and some person number 3 and somebody else number 4 and 5. All y'all getting now. Can't pass it back. You gotta take it. It is what it is. So remember, once again for y'all, so y'all can clearly understand what's coming out of Miss K math. Okay? Full-time flex, you are still a career employee. You have career benefits. TSP, insurance, you get annual leave, you earn your sick. It is the same. You get bumped. But now remember, let me say this, because before I forget, remember I discussed this, guys, with you when the new pay wage chart came out. Full-time flex do not make the same as a career employee that's not full-time flex. So if you're a full-time flex level 4, level 5, you make a certain amount of money. I think the difference between being a career and full-time flex, depending if it's on level 4 or level 5, I think it's like 50 cents. That's another reason why your asses need to make sure you bid, because you're missing out on money because you are a full-time flex. Now, this was the same way when we had PTS, part-time flex. They had a separate pay that was in line with what career employees got. So the full-time flex is the same thing. You're in line with what regulars get. You just don't get all of what regulars get as far as what your pay is. Okay. So that's another difference that you have. Your pay, you still earn annual. You get your annual at the beginning of the year. You still earn your sick. You still get your benefits. Right? Okay. And you still have your given an assignment. Usually on particularly the tour that you're already on, sometimes they may ask you, because some people may not want to be on tour 2. They may decide tour 1 because they have family issues, whatever. When you get converted, if they ask you and that's something you want, you can say yes. But remember that it's not a bid, that's an assignment. So Ms. K want y'all to fucking bid if y'all have bids available. Because you guys got to remember, y'all getting converted, y'all at the bottom of the barrel. Y'all the junior to the junior to the junior to the junior to the fucking juniors. So, like here in my facility, we've had so many people retire or whatever happened to them. Some of them dropped dead. They really did. They just dropped dead. Or people left or whatever, and they haven't updated the roster for the mail handlers. And when they actually did, Miss K was up there, baby. I was like, shit. Yeah. So if anybody junior to me bid on something that I want, you ain't finna get it. I will knock you clean out of the box. Because your seniority is nothing. So also remember, full-time flex, your seniority changes once you get converted. You're no longer in that MHA seniority. Now, technically, it stays the same. They just put you in an addition onto the mail handlers roster. So if y'all got 200 strong or 300 strong, baby, you already know where you're finna be, right? You ain't finna go to the top of the list. So calm that shit the fuck down. You're gonna be probably on the addendum page. They gotta print a whole nother page and put it on the end so you can see where you at. But does it matter? You are a career employee and you are now full-fledged mail slave for the United States Postal Service. And that's all that fucking matters. Okay? All right. So I hope that you guys get it this time. I hope I answered most of your questions. I hope you get what you are, what you're going to become, because a lot of y'all finna get converted, got converted already, or about to get converted the beginning of the new year to a full-time flex. I hope this helps you guys. So now, Miss K gonna have to come back inside, baby, because that mail is calling me. It's calling me. The mail calling me and I gotta go. So I hope you continue to have a great Monday. I hope you guys working hard like Miss K tonight. Because I'm gonna be working, baby. Slaving. And always remember my postal freaks. Love and light. Peace.